All right, Steve, thank you so much. Well, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. So how can you make the next era of automation work for you? It's the subject of a recent article that our friend, small business owner and columnist Gene Marks wrote for The Inquirer, and he joins me now to tell us more. It's so good to see you.
Great to see you.
So we had a family night. We all were gathered around the computer just messing with ChatGPT. Like the first time we all saw it, we're like, this is like cool and creepy at the same time. But it is here. And you say, you know, when we think about artificial intelligence, a lot of us go there and we think ChatGPT, but you say it's going to be more than that.
It is going to be a lot more than that. ChatGPT obviously is where, you know, it's all started with, but if you're running a small business or if you're even an individual, keep an eye on what Microsoft is up to, and Google as well. You know, Microsoft owns 49% of ChatGPT, and all of ChatGPT runs on Microsoft servers. So super involved, and there were some big things coming along the way that's going to impact all of us.
Okay, and we're going to talk about some ways that businesses might be able to benefit in a minute, but what should companies be doing right now to compare? Just kind of keep a pulse on everything you just mentioned?
You know, a lot of people like ignore this kind of stuff. You know, I mean, the average age of the U.S. small business owner is like 55 years old, so we're old guys, right?
No.
So we don't like change.
That's young.
But you have to embrace this stuff, because AI is really something that is very equivalent to when the iPhone was introduced, when mobile apps were coming out. It is going to have a monumental change on all businesses. So my advice to business owners, to my clients, is you got to be paying attention to what AI is doing right now, talking to your software vendors as well, and playing around with ChatGPT. When we did this interview, like, you know, I know we prepare in advance for this interview. Did you use ChatGPT to come up with questions?
No, come on now. I used the old noggin.
You could have saved. You could have saved time by doing that.
Maybe news anchors should think about how to utilize it as well.
It's like a personal smart assistant that's looking out for your best interest.
Yeah, I know my husband owns a business, and he was saying, oh, I could use this to email my clients. And you go into detail about ways that business owners might be able to use this in the article, but let's just highlight a few. And you say kind of just what we were just talking about, a smart assistant.
It is. Let me give you a great example of it. If you're using, I'm going to use Microsoft as the example. So when they come out with their new version of their AI, it's called Microsoft Copilot, you, Eve, will be able to attend 2 meetings at the same time.
Perfect.
Isn't that great? Amazing. Because what you will tell Copilot to do, Microsoft's product, is go to this Teams meeting, I'll go to this one, you go on my behalf. And the Copilot will listen in on that meeting for you. It will provide you with a transcript of the whole meeting. It will give you a summary of the meeting. And if anybody assigns you any tasks during the meeting, like Eve needs to do this, Eve needs to follow up on this, it will assign those tasks for you automatically in Outlook. It'll all do that without you being there in the meeting. So how about that?
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be abused too much by employees. You know, John, get me pizza. John, order me tea. You know, whatever.
That is awesome. Another way we might see it is with customer service, just responding. I mean, there's so many things, so many ways that could come in handy.
Correct. So a lot of the AI that's being done right now is like conversational AI. Some big companies are using it right now. Like, I don't know, if you got like a prescription from a CVS or something like that. Sometimes you're having a conversation by text with like a chat bot. So we're already seeing some of that now, but they're way smarter. So you can have way deep conversations with a robot asking questions about a product or a service or getting some help. It will be able to look into your own database and also external data and have that conversation with you until it hits a point where it's like, we need to bring this, you know, and get a human involved. But you know, even in this time, we're like, it's so hard to find good people. You know, we have a real labor shortage. All of this stuff is going to enable particularly small businesses to get a lot more done with their existing
stuff. And you go in the article, Gene, to talk about better marketing, improved security. And one thing I hadn't thought about is actually putting the AI in the equipment to make it work better.
It's called Internet of Things. So if you think about it, every single piece of equipment is like your smartphone. They all have little chips in there. And those chips need software to run, and they will have AI on those chips. So planes are flying in the air, and there might be a little bit of a mechanical issue or something that I noticed. AI will be able to find that, alert the right people, even make fixes en route to do that, right? So all of that is not, it's not here yet exactly, but it's coming really soon, and it will make people a lot smarter.
And we should note, of course, there are questions as to how this is all going to play out, and a lot of unknowns, but to your point, it is coming, and we should be ready.
Yeah, it's definitely going to kill us all in the next few years. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to do that. It's just joking. Okay. There's definitely a lot of issues with privacy, and there's a lot of issues that people have, particularly people in the industry. I get it. It needs regulation, but it should not push us off from exploring exploring it and playing with it and enjoying it. I think we will figure those things out. And I think it's nothing but good stuff for humanity going forward.
Great. All right. Good news. Exciting stuff. Folks can go to genemarks.com or Inquirer.com to read the article. We'll put a link on our website, and we will be right back. Stay with us.